The games are coming thick and fast for Liverpool as the Reds return back to action in the Champions League, this time against Bologna. Ahead of the clash, we will discuss all of the latest Liverpool news for the last 24 hours. That includes the shock news as a twist has emerged. There is so much to cover in today's video. But first guys, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are among a number of clubs to have expressed interest in Palmeiras centre-back Vitor Ruiz, with the Reds predictably facing high-profile competition. Ruiz is enjoying a blooming reputation in Brazil, having impressed since his debut for Palmeiras in June, and he is now being tracked by a host of the biggest clubs. According to The Athletic, Liverpool are one of those who have expressed interest in the youngster. Arsenal and Real Madrid have both made initial inquiries, while Chelsea and Barcelona are also credited as suitors for a player whose contract runs into the end of 2028. There is a release clause in Rice's contract worth €100 million or £83 million, though Palmeiras have not set an asking price as they look to hold on to their number 44 until after next summer's Club World Cup. Approaches for the defender have so far been made via his representatives rather than Palmeiras themselves, with it clear he is being prepared for a major transfer. The teenager has established himself as a first-choice starter for Abel Ferreira's side, who sits second in the Brazilian Serie A and only a point off leaders Botafogo after 17 games. He first caught the eye with a goal in his full debut, earning the Man of the Match award in a 2-0 victory over Corinthians. Per FootMob, Ruiz is averaging 3.57 aerial duels 1 per 90 minutes for Palmeiras, which puts him in the top 8% for centre-backs across the world's top 15 leagues. By way of comparison, Virgil van Dijk, 3.85, is on the top 4%, and Ibrahima Konate is in the top 1% with 4.35. Ruiz also ranks among the top 12% for tackles won with 1.96 and pass completion rate 89.5% per 90. Liverpool are likely to be one on the periphery at this stage, as was the case with Lenny Yoro prior to his €70 million transfer from Lille to Manchester United in the summer. Yoro was considered a target beyond the Reds' main plans for the transfer window, having been identified as a unique market opportunity too promising to pass up for the right price. Ruiz would also fit into that category, with it evident that Liverpool's recruitment team are scouting for young centre-backs with elite potential as one for the future, rather than any immediate competition for the likes of Van Dijk and Konate. Of course, with Van Dijk's contract set to expire next summer and having turned 33 in July, there is a possibility that succession planning will be fast-tracked now. But the hope, at least outwardly, is that Liverpool will extend the captain's deal for the long term, as he continues to prove he is one of the best centre-backs in the world football, if not the very best. In some shock Liverpool news, a twist has emerged with Federico Chiesa and Diogo Jota absent from training ahead of Liverpool vs Bologna. Arne Slot provided a mixed update on the attacking pair. Chiesa and Jota were not involved with the squad as they trained in front of the cameras on Tuesday, with it later reported that the number 20 had undergone a scan on a foot issue. While concerns over Jota were allayed with the results of the scan revealing no injury, there were doubts over Chiesa's situation. Slot then revealed in his pre-match press conference that the new signing would not be available against Bologna and remains a doubt to face Crystal Palace on Saturday. He said, "Federico trained with us yesterday, came in today with some problems, and I'm not expecting him to be in the team tomorrow," he told reporters. Which is a pity for us, but of course for him even more. He was looking forward to a Champions League night at Anfield, and especially because we face an Italian team. It's a pity for him, but he'll be there for many more nights to come. Asked on the time frame of Chiesa's injury, Slot replied, "That's always difficult because it happened yesterday, but I'm not expecting him to be out for a very long period of time. But this game is not possible for him, and we have to wait to see if he can be managed to be in the team on Saturday. Then afterwards it's the international break." There was at least some positive news though on Jota, who is not due to miss out on the squad to face Bologna on Wednesday night. He said Diogo missed out on 2 sessions after the game against Wolves. He took a knock, Slot explained. "I'm expecting him to be with us tomorrow, that he's available to play." Though Jota should be available against Bologna, the likelihood is that Darwin Núñez, back with the squad after illness, starts instead. In other news, Liverpool explored their options when it came to adding a goalkeeper to Arne Slot's squad, including official approaches for Lyon's number 1, Anthony Lopez. Despite possessing arguably the best first and second choice goalkeepers, not only in the Premier League but arguably the world, it was a priority position for Liverpool over the summer. With Alisson subject to interest from Saudi Arabia and Kelleher making clear his desire to leave for a regular starting spot, it was an area that needed addressing. That saw Liverpool assess the market, with L'Equipe now reporting that involved contact with Lyon goalkeeper Lopez. Lopez has entered the final year of his contract, and having lost his place in the side to Lucas Perry, he was placed on the French club's transfer list. The 33-year-old told L'Equipe that a massive European club approached him, with a newspaper reporting that it was Liverpool, but Lopez turned them down as he still hoped to challenge Perry for #1 duties. But had this occurred at the end of the transfer window, maybe my choice would have been a little bit different, he admitted. The Portugal international was not the only goalkeeper Liverpool made contact with the agent of Italian stopper Michel Di Grigo, 27, claiming that he was also held talks prior to his client's move from Monza to Juventus. He said, "There were talks with Liverpool and obviously we were very pleased to hear from them. However, we had no doubts about the choice after speaking with Juventus sporting director Cristiano Contrulli. We remained faithful to Juve because it was what we wanted, what Juve wanted, and Thiago Motta immediately came up with isn't his name." The player had already agreed to join Juventus, and Liverpool's advances came too late, though exactly what their plan was very unclear. The likelihood is that a contingency plan was being put in place if a suitable offer was received for Kelleher, with the club accepting of his ambitions to be a #1. But with Nottingham Forest's risible bid of £7 million plus Matt Turner late in the window, the only concrete offer reported, the Irishman stayed put. Instead of replacing Kelleher immediately, the Reds instead finalised the signing of Giorgi Mamardashvili from Valencia, with the Georgian set to arrive next summer. The expectation is that Mamardashvili will replace Kelleher in the interim before taking over from Alisson when the Brazilian departs Anfield. It is a significantly better result than bringing in a 33-year-old goalkeeper in Lopez, with Liverpool putting their succession plan in place instead of signing another stopgap. Lastly, Ben Doak marked his full debut for Middlesbrough with a goal, while another Liverpool loanee came away with 2 assists in a productive weekend of action. Since joining Middlesbrough on loan at the end of the transfer window, it has been a slow adjustment period for Doak, with 2 cameos against Preston and Sunderland. But the manager, Michael Carrick, needed to add an X-factor to his attack. The 18-year-old was brought in for his first start in Saturday's clash with Stoke. It brought a meeting of 2 Liverpool loanees as Lewis Kumis started out wide for Stoke, the teenager making his 7th start. Doak proved to be the difference maker in a 2-0 victory for Middlesbrough, converting on the rebound after Victor Johansson palmed out Riley McGree's long-range effort. It was the youngster's first professional goal, coming in only his 5th start at senior level. According to FotMob, Doak also created the most joint chances with 4 and attempted the second most shots with 4, while winning both of his attempted tackles with 100%. Elsewhere, Lucas Stevenson produced an excellent individual display as he came away with 2 official assists, as he also won a penalty in Dundee United's chaotic 3-3 draw with Kilmarnock. Only 3 other loanees were in action over the weekend, including Stefan Bajcetic, who clocked another 68 minutes for Pep Linders Salzburg in a 2-0 win over Austria Vienna. Luke Chambers played the full 90 minutes at left-back for Wigan in their dulled 0-0 draw with Exeter City, while Mamardashvili was powerless to stop Martin Zubimendi's Real Sociedad as Valencia lost 3-0. Katie Gordon, Nat Phillips and Marcelo Portugal all went unused on the bench, while there was unexplained absences for Calvin Ramsey, Reece Williams and Jacob Orzinski. Liverpool fans, what do you make of the news with regards to, of course, Chiesa? Let me know down there in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed today's video, why not hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.